Do 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 do. Whammy time. Whammy, whammy, whammy. No way. Really? Okay, so listen to this. This is a whammy bar. It's a Stratocaster. I know we call them Stratocaster, but everybody's been mispronouncing it. It's called Stratocaster and Telecaster. That's the way to say things. This particular one is a 1987 Jimi Hendrix reissue model. I put big giant frets in it. This guitar has survived many, many things. Of course, because of the Gryffindor sticker that my daughter Ella put on there for me. Well, go Gryffindor and go Slytherin too. Go Slytherin all the way down the road. Lindy friendly pickups, blah, 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 blah. I'm a pretty simple guy. So look, these types of guitars are amazing. A little history on it too. It looks like this because, well, it was white and it had a mirror pickguard through the 90s. I gotta say, like, you know, that was cool for a bit, and I had reflex active pickups, and then I had humbuckers in this thing, and, you know, I did the old rock and roll, you know, hard rock shit, and, you know, I eventually get into the blues and stuff like that, and, you know, this guitar just became part of my hand, basically. I got tired of it, like, it was white, and I just wondered what would happen if I was to get it to change the color of it, basically. So I took it to some fancy music stores around the Toronto area, and I was told, "No way, we're not going to do that for you, buddy. Thanks, but no thanks. It would probably cost you $2,000 or $1,200 or whatever it is." I went to high end places. I went to low end places. I went everywhere I could. Can anybody get this off? And I didn't understand what polyurethane was back then. Now I sure do. So yeah, the idea is that it would just take forever, ever to get it off. You can't use a gel. You can't sand. It smears into the wood. Like, and then after all that, you might get a terrible piece of wood because there's a reason they covered these and sealed them in polyurethane. They're not select wood. I got lucky. I thought I might, and I did. What I was told to do is, you know, take my time, start in the back, somewhere like right around here, you know. Take a chisel and just start to get going, and you get a run, and the stuff will come off in chunks. I can remember getting it right in the forehead and the eye, man, and it hurt. Like, it's hard stuff, and it was thick. It was thicker, the coating, than a heavy gauge guitar pick. Thicker than that. That's how it was. I just wondered what it would do for sound. And I'm getting to the point of this little guitar trick here, the little hack here that's going to help everybody. I recorded it directly into Pro Tools with the white M&M casing. It was like a big giant M&M. Direct into Pro Tools through DirectBox. And I played something that I can play and reproduce. You know, I think I did Little Wing. Something I can do repeatably the same every time, dynamically. I used the same exact guitar pick, not the same gauge, the same pick, same position. I took pictures. I used the same cable. So to trap the issue down to, well, I used to eliminate all variables except the M&M casing. Polyurethane shell, bulletproof titanium, and so forth and so on. I sat and I trudged onward through the field in the valley of fire and doom. And after about a week of sitting around chiseling, I got it down to something that was reasonable. A light sanding, you know, a little bit of that. And no belt sanders or anything like that. And then I put it on a coat hanger, and I went and I found lacquer. So lacquer can't be applied in factories because of safe and health issues, right? Safety and health. And mass produced, and I wouldn't want to breathe lacquer in 8 hours a day, every day for 10 years. I'd be sick too. However, and they don't really have factories outside, do they? Other than soccer teams and football guys, and, you know, yeah. So yeah, I lacquered it little bit by little bit. I put it all back together. Replaced it with the exact same set of strings. I'd put new strings on before with the M&M casing. We call it the M&M shell. Put on my Ernie Ball 10s I was using at the time. Everything exactly the same. Went back, put on a new set of strings. There was no intonation, no setup, nothing else different, nothing at all. The pickups didn't move. Everything went exactly back in. The only difference was the casing, and I was told it wouldn't make a difference. And then I did the same thing into Pro Tools without listening to the other one first. And I went and got the same DI box. It was all set up. And I played the exact same thing, the exact same way, through the exact same signal chain, minus the polyurethane, and the difference was mind-blowing. I was told it wouldn't make a difference. I often don't listen to what people tell me. I'm working on it. No, I'm not really working on it. Imagining working on it and going, that would suck. I just do what I do, what I think. And I got lucky. It was a pretty piece. It wasn't a disgusting piece of basswood like they said. Start on the back. There's a little scratch back here. Yeah, sure there is. Where is it? Right there. I can feel it. That's okay. My belt would have put a hole there anyway, and probably has. Start back here on an angle. Get a chisel, get a run. You want to really open up an 80s or 90s Japanese guitar from like the difference is mind-blowing. Not just acoustically in a room, not just sitting here like this in an amp. Right? Right into a guitar amplifier. It fed back more and differently. It didn't sound as stuffy and compressed. Like it really opened up. And so there's that. Now, I got off track here. I'm giving you the backstory on this guitar like it's, got a family tree. Family tree. Oh, come on. So look, everybody's got a, these things. You put the whammy bar in. I hate this. It drives me crazy. I don't tend to use the tremolo too much on Strat. So in you go, right? There's that thing there. So look at that. What's that doing? Look. Huh? What the? Why? So you do this. You go down to your local big box building supply store or a small box, or whatever it is. Grab, here, I'm just going to grab everything. I use Teflon tape. Teflon tape's plumber's tape. The little tiny rolls, about 49 cents. You just go to your local Home Hardware or Home Depot. You just walk in there and, you give them the 49 cents and off you go. If you don't have 49 cents, grab it and run. It's worth it. You take the Teflon tape, and I like the Teflon tape because you can wrap it around a lot more times, right? And it's a little more flexible. And this is kind of going to get stucky and mucky in there. Teflon tape doesn't have gluey stuff on it, really. It's more of a different thing. But I'll use this for this example. That's probably too much. Perfect. I love too much. Okay. Put it back in there. You might have to force. I will. You won't with Teflon tape. Okay, there you go. You're threaded. Yeah, do. Look at me go. I'm doing the Pete Townsend moves. Won't get fooled again. Now here, what do we got here? I don't see any slack. You know what I'm saying? These are little things that matter. Small things matter. You're welcome. Guitar licks and tricks.